distance, not really engaging in any of us here. It is odd that they have decided to outright attack us. There had never been any open hostility, open warfare between Winterhaven and the Withered Arm tribe.
So nothing you can think of why they would suddenly be provoked?
Which, as I said, I am not sure. Perhaps a new chieftain of some kind? He shrugs. I'm not sure. And to be honest, we don't really have the manpower, the skill to fight off these beasts. They seem, as far as I know, rather organized and well armed.
We can vouch for the well-armedness. Fighting 2 packs of them already, one on the way here and then one defending a caravan.
Yes, Tarek, I heard about that. He looks upon you. If you would be so kind, dear lords, I would be happy to hire your services of you and your group to take care of this kobold problem for us. If they are getting so brazen that they outright are attacking and killing villagers, something must be done. And to me, you seem to be capable of doing so.
We certainly are inclined to help you, Lord, and if it eases your mind as to what we intend for the boy, then that is surely something we can do. Though let me assure you again that whatever the Order has planned for the boy will likely improve his situation, I would assume.
We cannot give details. That is not of our... We're not of that rank to be able to say any details, or even know any.
I see. Very well then. I am prepared to offer you a sum of 600 gold pieces for taking care of the kobold threat.
Can we get books?
With your own money.
Pardon? He looks over at Dolores.
That's fine. I finished.
She enjoys research.
Oh, well, I'm sure she would be happy to spend time with the local wizard.
Oh, he's nice.
I've already got her to see him.
Yeah. Lovely. He takes a sip of his tea and, asks a servant to get you tea if he wants to. Now then,
Halldamir declines.
600 gold, is that sufficient then?
That's
Anyone in the party in the mood for bartering?
It's 120.
Someone with high diplomacy, perhaps?
In the mood, yes, but I don't have skills for that. So
I have quite a high diplomacy.
I
Barter
have
then.
diplomacy +5.
I have diplomacy plus 11.
Okay, you can get us more books.
So what kind of price am I going for then?
Just try and convince him to read the price.
Okay.
How much? And what do you say to him?
Well, 600 seems a bit short. I mean, we are risking our necks and the orders, as it kind of turns out, to help you. Possibly 100 or more gold.
Double? No, I'm afraid not. The town is... We're a small town, my lord. We don't have the funds for that.
Very well.
I could arrange for you to stay for free room and board at the at Rafton's Inn, if that sweetens the deal.
it does.
That does,
It
yes.
would make things easier.
Yes. And the distance of travel is quite far. Would we be able to requisition some horses on your purse?
I seem to think, perhaps, if they can be somewhat guaranteed to return to me.
If they don't return, we won't return either, and that's something neither of us wants, I believe.
Yes.
He nods. Very well then, I will arrange for a few horses for you.
Very good.
He nods. Good. Then we are in agreement. 600 gold, free room and board, and some horses.
Very good.
Now, I have one last thing I would like to discuss you about.
Yes.
So, as I know, Of course, the local priest of the town came to see you earlier. Probably about the incident that occurred last night.
Yes, she informed me of this sad state of affairs. It's very troubling.
She included all the details, I assume.
Yes, it was quite graphic.
What insight do you have? Any form of ideas what caused this? This is only a bad thing for the town.
No, I do not. I know for a fact that my grandfather actually, once upon a time, told me a ghost story about ghosts and ghouls and zombies and other undead things rising from the depths of the grave and stalking through town at night. He told me that it was a dark time for the town and that many died. But he sort of shrugs. I didn't think much of it at the time. I thought it was one of his usual ghost stories.
You could remember how he said it ended?
No, not really. He said something about a curse, or was it a sacrifice, putting an end to all of it? I don't rightly recall the details, if I am honest. It was almost 40 years ago, after all.
It is a decent amount of time ago. Oh well. Some of us.
If you want some of the local lore and history, again, the wizard should be the man to ask.
Dolores will look to the.
If you go to the far, at least, I have a reasonable insight into the comings and goings of daily business. But yes, ancient history, that is Valthrun's realm.
Well, I'm sure my friend here, gesturing to Dolores, will likely want to have more conversations with him anyway. We can do some research.
Daryl just smiles.
Very well. Thank you for your help, Lord. We shall see about dealing with the kobold issue.
He smiles. Good. Excellent. The Order has still a fairly good reputation. I am looking forward to seeing your results. I will have the payment ready and the horses brought to you upon you leaving the town.
Very good.
Now, I bid you a good day, and thank you for the tea.
Yep. That concludes the business with the Lord, unless someone else has something.
Nope.
An exit stage right.
Alright.
With the table. Okay.
I'll take
the
this
table.
with me. I need this for a thing I'm doing.
I'm sorry, this is part of a requirement for this mission.
we must bring back one authentic table.
We shall just hover the table as we journey.
The Order sent us to recover
Fetch your table.
this exact table. Yes.
We don't ask why, and neither should you. The Order needs this table.
You have seen nothing as we walk out.
If you know
As
what's
I
good
walk
for
out the
you.
room, like, the light of a bandra just carrying the table.
Alright, wonderful.
Alright, I suppose we should, while he's looking for the boy, we should probably go and see if we can sort this kobold issue out.
Yeah, there's one last thing which me and Dolores wanted to do, which was basically ask the priest if we can look at the undead corpse.
Okay.
But other than that, then we're gonna leave, probably.
I think we should all tag along possibly, so...
To the chapel!
To the chapel!
To the chapel!
Yes, this is Lenora is in the chapel.
Boop-a-doo.
Once again, hello, sister.
He smiles. Hello. What can I do for you now?
So, I have been thinking about this whole, well, undead issue.
Yes.
Would it be possible to see the remains of such undead, or is it completely gone now?
I had to destroy it completely, to be sure. I don't think there's anything left. I scoured it.
And where was it before it risen? Inside a coffin?
It was laying in its bed in its room in the house. It happened.
Could I make an insight check to see if she seems to be telling the truth?
Yes, you may.
Point.
Oh, God damn it! Why am I rolled so bad?
I'll just use my passive of 20.
Boom!
You get the feeling that she's telling the truth.
Okay.
So, well, do you think it'd be possible if you were to accompany us and help give your word that because we wish to at least have a look to see if we can spot anything there? It's quite a worrying situation.
She sighs, I suppose so. I did look over it and didn't find anything, but if you wish, yes.
You know, fresh eyes can sometimes reveal the truth.
Well, she takes you to the house in town, a small house on the edge of the wall. It seems to be sort of a little bit by itself along the wall there. She knocks on the door. The distraught wife of the house, opens up and she talks in hushed tones with her for a while and points to you. And the wife seems to be, of course, very distraught by everything, but she somberly nods and Lenora turns back to you. Yes, she has given you permission to search the room.
Many thanks, sister.
Now, try not to break anything, and don't drag mud all over the floor. She smiles.
Halldamir looks at his muddied boots and purposefully wipes them off on the mat.
Tina will go ahead and, well, go to the room, following the lady and trying to keep her calm.
Yeah, it's a small bed chamber. Nothing really particular. It's like a bed made of, the stuffing is made of straw, basically. Has a few blankets, a pillow. Very small room, and there's a small window on the back, sort of looking out in at the back side of the house, basically. There is a small shelf. There is a chamber pot under the bed and a cupboard.
Okay. In the cupboard, just general clothes, or is there anything of interest in the cupboard?
Seems to be clothes. Rather old and worn.
Okay.
Rollis,
Yes.
would you mind using your arcane insight to try and detect if there's any magical auras left in this room?
Daryl puts a finger to her head and thinks.
So using the detect magic function of Arcana, does she sense anything?
Oh goodness!
I could detect a warhammer is quite magical.
Yeah, there's a damn magical warhammer over there. That's for sure.
The DC for this varies depending on what exactly it's looking for. So you have to look it up yourself, Jess.
I'll take a look.
Because I don't know exactly what's in them. I don't know exactly which category it comes under for this.
Let's look at the skill, shall we?
In the meantime, the rest of us can carefully look around the room for odd things. If we find a glowing room before she finishes her detect magic, then
Yeah.
Oh yes, the bed just happens to be covered in 1,500 rooms.
Yes. That would certainly have helped.
Glowing and dark chanting. How did we miss this? Strange.
There must have been an illusion. Clearly.
Knowledge Arcana? No, it's just Arcana.
It's just Arcana, and then there's a section which is detect magic trained only.
Arcana.
Which allows you to detect magical different things. There's loads of different parameters depending on exactly what you're, searching for.
Alright. Yes, Dolores senses magic.
Do tell.
It's coming from the window.
A magic window?
You don't know anything, she hasn't said anything. Nope.
Yeah, that's out of character.
Probably something on the window.
Yeah.
Just pop open the window. is the 7th plane of hell. Close the window again.
Oh, well, now there's your problem.
You got a transdimensional portal right here. You should really get this checked.
Yeah.
I know
I
a
heard you can
guy.
get a discount on triple glazing.
She palms open the window. Yes. When she looks, she sees actually outside on the windowsill something scratched. It is a faint rune.
Interesting.
Now, Arcana allows her to make a check to see if she work out what the rune is.
Yes.
When she stops reading her book.
Second Arcana check, I guess.
Yep, it'd be another Arcana check.
Yeah, more Arcana. Finger to the head.
Derp.
Books.
You know, the symbol is clearly magical, but you can't
That's
say
true.
what kind or actually what it does.
You know,
Touches it.
Well, a icy and dark feeling runs through her. She takes 5 necrotic damage.
Good
Give me
job.
something else to that.
As the rune hungrily sucks at her life force.
And she just
may
sort
I
of
attempt
looks
a
at it.
religion check in place of this to try to work it out?
Hey? A what check?
Jonas, do you think I could make a religion check to see if it's some kind of, divine...
Yeah, well, Dolores needs to move away from the window. Right now, she's there touching a rune, and you see her like.
It's like she gets her finger blood. She blasts it with eldritch power.
Well, now it's a hole in the wall.
Please tell me you didn't do that. Oh god.
It burned.
Do you actually blast a hole in the wall?
No.
Just checking.
It's really, really tempting though, but no.
May I
Okay.
attempt a religion check on it?
I'll do that as well.
I'm asking if I'm allowed to first or
Yeah.
not.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
So I'll use my challenge divinity to grant myself a +1 as I search for divine insight to help me with this project.
It does say next attack roll or saving throw.
I thought it also said skill check. Oh well, doesn't make a difference.
No, you don't. You don't know.
Just reset the counter on that then. Since...
Well, crap.
What you can show skill checks. Oh. Now I would attempt an Arcana check with a -1 penalty. Oh god.
Sure, let's make.
Let's
Can
just
you
throw
do
everything.
untrained Arcana checks?
You can do untrained ones. You can't do detect magic without it though. Trained.
Let's see.
Sure.
Does
Whoa.
Karen know anything?
Woohoo!
Iron.
Parent.
Karen, not Kyron.
I think-
Karen doesn't know anything about magic. Come on.
This is the rune of the dragon's claw. No, what?
Heads together. Everyone's just smash everyone's heads together until we get the idea.
Literally. Actually, use that a bit. What? I don't know. Well, actually, Parrot, you recognize the rune.
Ooh.
Mm.
What is it?
It is a rune commonly associated with Orcus.
Karen will take a quick look at the rune and just mumble, Orcus.
Orcus, you say?
That tells us something.
Yes, at this point, everyone with some religion can make a religion check. Yes, Thenan definitely knows who Orcus is. Halldamir definitely know who Orcus is.
Yay!
Yay! Orcus is the demon prince of undeath.
Oh, wonderful.
He is one of the most brutal, destructive, and hate-filled of the demonic lords. And is quite powerful. He has a lot of sort of sway in the human lands, and his different followers have been growing steadily. Something that both the Order and common people are quite troubled about.
Interesting. So that's our problem. We have a foul demon problem.
Do you say this out loud?
No.
Okay.
The town's got a lot of problems.
Yeah,
Well, you know, the Orcus and the Undead are just one and the same-ish.
pretty much, yeah.
So, here's a question to Jonas. You know, with my knowledge, of course, you know, I assume I'd be able to think of what Orcus' symbol would be like, for if someone was to try worshipping, for God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
Does it, like, would it resemble anything towards the older Tiamat one?
Yes. Now that you think of it, Tiamat is sort of bent in the same shape as the horns of Orcus.
Oh god. This is getting worse by the minute.
So, the kobolds are worshipping demonized...
Yeah. Fucked up shit. Generally.
one evil god to then an evil demon. How much fusion can they do here?
A lot.
Orcus is the god of undead of sorts. I remember that much. And Tiamat, the evil god of dragon. You said something about a dragon graveyard?
Yeah.
I think I know where this is going, and I don't like
So
it.
do I. Goody,
Res-
goody, goody.
So necromancy being done by probably by the kobolds, as it feels, at this dragon graveyard,
Yeah.
as they're worshipping both the demon lord of undeath and god of evil dragons. It's just getting better and better.
So, I'm feeling like the Dragon Graveyard should be last on our list of things to go to. Being as
Right after home.
being as we should probably sort out the kobolds who are raising the dead, from the sounds of things.
Remove one problem at a time. Remove
Yeah.
the source of the kobolds, so there won't be anyone to raise dead.
Yes, and hopefully not raise undead dragons, which would
Well,
be problems.
If they can raise an undead dragon, I don't think we could stop them.
Well, if there's a lot of them, then they could. I don't know, channeling all their poweriness into one.
It doesn't tend to work that way. I mean, I guess they could sacrifice each other, but
Perhaps we shouldn't discuss this quite so openly. The town is already in a lot of trouble, and undead dragons should not be on the top list.
we're in a room
Yeah.
all alone.
We're
Things
Well, there is
all
a
the villages work
grief-stricken
very
widow outside your door, for one thing.
okay.
But yes, we should we should now make way to deal with the kobolds and hopefully put an end to this quickly.
Yeah, I concur.
Mr. Rollis, healing surge yourself.
Oh, okay.
You don't need a healing word. It's only a scratch.
Okay.
Our finger's a little bit bruised.
You'll manage.
She glares at a bug and it explodes.
As we leave, I will thank the lady for letting us in, and I'll give her some of Evandra's blessings.
Mm-hmm. Sister Lenora looks worried at you when you leave, and when you've exited the house, she approaches you and says, "Did you find anything? You were in there for quite some time."
Unfortunately, so. Rune of Orcus.
Her face grows very grim. I see. I
And
feel
most
that's
notably,
much.
you remember this symbol? I show her the, altered Tiamat symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Notice it, and on the page next to it, I'll draw Orcus symbol and show her the similarities.
She nods. Yes, that seems likely. Yes, I must warn you. This is something I have feared for a little time, actually, looking at the symbol. This is worrisome indeed. We have had, over the past months, people seemingly disappearing for a long time, and then returning to town. They seem to be normal, although I have a feeling something has changed in them. I couldn't say for sure, though. Outwardly, they appear as normal. It's just that feeling I get, sister. That something is off with them.
I understand that feeling, as if their presence had been altered.
Yes.
I very much feel this is all intertwined. There is a location which I believe which was described as a dragon graveyard, which is very much possible the place they're doing all this.
She seems to say that perhaps, if you do go after the sister, do take care. I will try to guard over the town while you are away. If there are cultists of Orcus amongst us, this is very dangerous.
That is a bit of an understatement, sister. As it stands, we must take fate into our own hands and make sure this town can survive.
She nods. Well, one thing. She rummages around in her belt pouch and hands over 4 potions of healing. Or cure light wounds. What is that name? They changed the name, I think.
Potion of healing, I think it'll come down as. Level 1 potion of healing.
It's basically a cure light wounds potion.
Yeah, potion of healing heroic tier.
Yeah, you get 1 of those each.
1 each.
Apart from Silent.
Yeah, well, he's not here.
Yeah.
He's busy drooling in a corner.
So
disappointing.
everyone can add 1. Anyone who doesn't know what it does, as a minor action, you drink this potion. Spend a healing.
Potion of cure light wounds. It is.
It's not cure light wound written.
Of healing, yeah.
Potion of healing is written as in the.
There's potion of healing, vitality, recovery, and life.
Yeah, but those are going up into epic tiers and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Potion of life is 25,000 gold, or 125,000 gold.
You just find one of these, just drink it
Yeah,
offhandedly.
you're right.
Yeah, but the potion of healing, basically, you spend a healing surge and you gain 10 hit points instead of the normal amount. Early on it's good, later on it becomes redundant.
Well, as soon as you reach 40 HP, it stops being useful.
Or 40 it's fine, when you reach 44 it's a problem.
Yeah.
The way of getting another healing surge in battle, for instance.
Yeah. Right. Then I guess we go off to sort the kobolds out. I don't know.
Let's fight Tiamat / Orcus.
Actually, first though, I will ask Sister Lenora if she has any spare divine incense for rituals.
She does.
And I'll ask her if she'd be willing to part with 10 of it in case I need to prevent a corpse from rising.
She nods and says that seems to be prudent, and she, gives you a small case of incense.
Very well. If I don't have enough of one use of the ritual if needed. Hopefully not, but
Yeah.
now having to go.
She still looks very grim. It is a grave threat to the town, sister. Please be careful and good luck. May the lady smile upon you.
Same to you, sister.
And then Lenora heads off to her chapel, looking very worried.
And now we grab the rogue by the neck and we're leaving.
You get over here.
Peace out. Oh, good.
Dwarves,
Thunderstorm
carry him onto
starting.
the horse.
Yes, horses are delivered.
I would very
Yeah.
much like to point out that a thunderstorm has started here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goody. It's nice and sunny where I am. South of
Really?
you.
It's fucking
I had
crap here.
I had a hit of rain a few hours ago. Just passed over super heavy rain and then disappeared.
Yeah, I just heard it over you guys talking, so must be
Yeah.
pretty close. I like it. It's
All
fun.
right, so you set off.
Aye.
Aye, laddie.
Aye, laddie.
We're going towards the location on our map, which is where we think at least maybe their tribe is.
Okay.
Northwards.
Yes, you head
Northeastward.
northwards, northeastwards into the
Yes.
hills.
As the
Well,
old
before
man
we
told
start
me.
riding, Perrin will first of all look his horse into the eyes and say, I know you're not going to like this, I don't like it either, let's get this over with.
The horse looks solemnly back to him and seems to nod.
I love
Horse
it.
whisperer.
Horse Whisperer. Well, he is a druid, I suppose he can.
The horse glares malevolently at Halldamir as he approaches.
I don't like it either, but fuck it. We gotta do it. Long trek ahead. Shut up and put up.
The horse, puts his ears back and sort of shows his teeth towards Halldamir.
And Halldamir just climbs on.
Now, ride!
It's a good dating line. Always works when you're in a bar.
Shut up, put up, bend over.
How here's the school of gentlemanly courting.
I am British.
Shut up, put up. Oh, good lord. Alright. Alright, you head into the foothills. The foothills are long and rolling and quite luscious with patches of dead grass and stuff here and there. You see the odd rune stone, like a commemorative stone of battles, ancient past and stuff, overgrown with moss and the like as you ride through this area. Trying to find your way to where the map points. Make perception checks.
I take it has to be a check, can't be passive.
For this it needs to be a check. Yes.
Of course. I don't think I've rolled over a 10 yet.
I don't
ever.
think so either.
And she did, though. Dolores rolled 15.
Well, actually, I got a 19 on that Arcana check, so that was good.
That's true. Alright, as it turns out, the map is actually pretty good. And as you go into the hills here and start looking around, the soil is very soft and it's easy to leave tracks here. After half a day or so looking around, you do come upon a decent trail of cobalt tracks that are actually pretty easy to follow. And you start following them sort of deeper into the hills.
Wouldn't a nature check also be appropriate for that kind of thing?
Possibly, yes.
I mean, Perrin knows what to look for when looking for tracks.
You
So
do?
let's see if we can get something better here.
Does he know, really?
Oh, no,
Yes,
he doesn't. Kind of.
Poor Perrin.
He doesn't know what tens are, but anything below that he's quite good at.
Great. Alright. You do find tracks, small clawed feet, pretty sure they're cobalt tracks, and they lead you inexorably,
Fancy words.
to a place. You can copy your tokens.
What? New map?
What? Alright,
Go
copy.
Is it the infamous encounter layer?
Are we on the kobold layer map?
Oh, Cobalt there. That's even better.
Oh, very good.
I assume that's where
Magnificent
we're
Cobalt.
going.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Oh, a waterfall.
Would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yes. As you approach and follow the tracks, you clearly hear the roar of a waterfall, and it gets louder and louder as you approach.
How do I?
Hey, this scene's so pretty. I get to write another song.
How do I get my?
It is actually quite pretty, quite picturesque.
Brr.
Yes, a glade of trees leads up to this cliffside waterfall. The stream, water launches itself from atop the rocky overhang, and the water descends into a hissing, foaming maelstrom at the bottom. It's quite loud. You can't really hear much of anything else than the sound of the waterfall as you approach, and you think this actually will probably mask your own approach quite handily.
What check would be made for looking around to look for anything inside, wouldn't it?
Perception.
Perception.
And we forgot the rogue. There we go.
Bah, I
Ew.
see nothing.
Phew. be weird. Yeah, let's try to see something, shall we? There we go.
Hey.
Alright, you sneak a little bit closer, and Perrin actually picks up what seems to be excitable yipping coming from other side of the tree line you stand in front of.
How many are there?
Well, you would guess maybe 10 or so?
That's a Hannibal number.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I hear silence, that's it.
We're watching the map unveil.
There you are.
Mm,
The sound of excitable yipping comes from behind this tree line.
okay.
And one could walk through the trees if one was so inclined.
Yes.
Charge!
The trees grant cover, and they count as difficult terrain.
Well, you can still charge over difficult terrain and form
You
it.
certainly can.
Well, Perrin will quietly address the rest of the body. We charge or we walk around.
I would like to know how many they are, but if there seems to be almost a dozen, I suppose we could take them.
Could always send our rogue guy to maybe shoot.
Send him to his death.
You there, walk over there. Okay.
He has
Okey-dokey.
stealth, right?
Yeah, suppose he
If you don't show up for the first session, your character is going to be drooling everywhere. That's just the way it is.
So you send
Alright.
Solon out? to
Yeah,
look?
yeah, send Solon
We
out.
might as well, he's sneaky.
Yeah.
It's stealth fruit.
Make a stealth check for Solon.
Let's do that.
You will? Okay, you go ahead.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Wow.
Crap.
My passive perception says he's still
Solon,
there.
Solon dives into the trees.
Suddenly, he's dead.
A few minutes he emerges again, telling you that yes, there seems to be a collection of kobolds on the other side. They look rather weak and hungry, and sort of like looking intently into the water, seemingly trying to, fish or something. They have javelins sort of stabbing down into the water.
Well, the fewer there are to fight when they're armed, the better. I think we should have them. Tumbleweed.
Band in the background.
Anyone got any other ideas? And I mean, we can either try finding a way around, or we could just go through and. Oh, yes.
Well, we can always get one of them, and well, none of us speak Draconic, do we? So can't ask them where their cove is.
Unless anyone happens to know the comprehend language ritual.
Maybe if we shout at them loud enough, they'll understand.
You fucking bastard! Where is it?
Right,
Maybe I can bluff my way through it. It's like, yip yip.
Yippity yip yip yip.
It's gonna be like Family Guy speaking.
Oh wow! 31.
Yep. That's not even a 20.
She pretends the kobolds can understand her, and they do.
Yeah. We don't know how that works, but
Okay.
Let's just go in, I guess.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's-
Oh god.
I'll wait at the precipice for the rest of the group.
Oh, you have the map scale not quite right, Jonas.
I
It's on
don't.
fives, but it's on fives, not.
It's on 5, not on 1.
Oh, hang on.
Oh well, everyone prepared to be boosted out of the map and having to reselect it.
Get out!
Default, we meet again.
You.
That's
I
better.
knew you were behind this.
So let's have the rogue go ahead again.
Yeah, scout out the area.
Shamble, shamble.
So if we get ambushed, at least he dies first.
Does that look like magic runes?
Well, let's see here. As you peek your heads through the greenery,
Oh wow, there's more.
you see the waterfall.
This looks weirdly familiar.
Oh,
It's fine. It's just me more making a comment. The first time I played D&D 3,
mm-hmm.
the first big battle took place at a waterfall
Hmm.
with the
Waterfalls-
fountain. Joel.
Waterfalls are like dramatically appropriate places to have battles.
So
Yeah,
just put
as you peer through the greenery here, the kobold still seems to be very happy and yipping and poking down with their javelins into the water, trying to catch fish or whatever. Perrin notices this circle very close, this stone circle, and immediately recognizes it as druidic in nature.
Oh,
It looks very old, but the runes still faintly glow on the ground.
Can he understand its purpose?
It's hard to say, like, from this far away. You would need to go closer and actually study it, but he thinks it's a protective circle of sorts.
Oh. Well, there's kobolds around, so that's kind of more important.
yeah. Okay, alright, so there's minions. They're weak from our previous encounters. They die quite easily. There's only one slinger and one dragon shield that we can see.
I take it this is difficult terrain? This
Yes.
symbol?
Yes.
That's interesting.
1 second.
Some of you might have a little bit of trouble in the difficult terrain. Remember, you can't 5-foot step there, for example. Well, you guys can't.
Shall we prepare ourselves to make things go kaboom?
Girdle your loins.
My
That's
loins
safe.
are good.
Good.
Yeah, if anyone wants to open up, feel free.
Well, who's the most effective one to open up?
Well, you guys can charge. I can
You know,
basically
the rogue
just
is the most
shoot.
effective one to open up because he gets sneak attack.
If he can't get close enough,
I'm back.
Duh, sneak.
he just can't.
2 steps!
Yeah, but does he still get... Well, things that haven't acted yet are technically flat-footed, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
My microphone is
So
on.
if
Yes,
he's
it
the
is.
first one to act, he gets sneak attack.
Then he will charge, or what do you want him to do?